I think you will enjoy a lot and find it very useful. So please join me. Welcome, Tarek. Part two.
And this is based on an ongoing research. So please feel free to stop me anytime and ask further questions. This is everything you'll be seeing here now is actually half done things, but still the insights are real. Like the insights we have gathered, they are more or less real. However, promoting fashion culture towards young male consumers. This is, I should say, Angela, 25% of my main research. So roughly 25%. Yeah. So because the topic is to be like this, so Angela told me just to grab that part and put it here. And so ongoing research-based lecture. This is Tarek. Now this research is a part of an ongoing research, the role of cultural intermediaries on fashion promotion. So I'm sure some of you will get into research in the future, so it's good to have some idea about the broader aspect. And the study is done in 3 countries, in Bangladesh and Australia. And as I told you in the morning session, I'm in a position to be in different places actually. Half of my family, I'm originated from Bangladesh. Half of my family, my brother, my mother, they are based in England. I live in Australia, so there's an advantage. Somehow, I'm grateful. So, a brief into the main research might help to understand the background. So, what I've done, I've put these questions into red because those are relevant to today's topic. Well, but I believe some understanding of the whole topic might be better to understand. So, our research is focused on holistic research, how the social and cultural values are transformed into fashion products. How the social and cultural changes are monitored, very important, monitored in the fashion companies. Fashion campaign development process and the media uses. So I've actually worked in this specific sector, so to my experiences and targeting male versus female markets for fashion marketing. This is right because relevant. Understanding the newer trends such as metrosexual men or even the latest development, the spornosexual men.
I have no idea.
Huh?
I have no idea.
Yes, same thing. It came from my London survey. I'll share.
Okay.
Yeah. So, establishing idealized body image. This is much talked about. What at government level, medical level, good side, bad side, positive, negative, social impacts, and everything. For both male and female consumers. Understanding the future trend of fashion industry growth. Red ones seem like most relevant. Yeah. However, to my view, that's why I mentioned I prefer a free flow narration, of course, with my real life experiences and everything. Let's stop in the introduction, I guess. Now, a little bit, I've already covered this in the morning session. I thought it would be different class. So, I've worked in advertising and social communication. I've been lucky that because of these things I have to many places I'm back. Now, why this research? Because after working in advertising for many years, more or less like 10 years, I felt that experiences can be transformed into theories. Research can develop new campaigns that will be creative, effective, and efficient. Research spreads knowledge that can add new forms of knowledge to greater communities. And extending research to multiple countries draws a platform for a comparative analysis, which is needed in today's globalized era. And for this thing, like this is, I was in London Textile Fair. I talked to fashion experts there. I went to Manchester Metropolitan University. My relatives lives in Manchester, but Metropolitan University. She's specifically, and yeah, she's Dr. Gaynor. She is the fashion communication expert. Only one fashion communication expert in the UK. She's a regular professor of fashion marketing. And in London, she's also doing similar research like me, but she's from more reputed university in London. And this is our own website. This is a many fashion stores around the world, in Europe, in London, in Australia. Based on this, now let's jump into the topic selected from today's class, promoting fashion culture toward young male consumers. Now, a key question to answer: who is a young male consumer? Any idea? Who do you think is a young male consumer? Fashion consumer?
Any men under like probably 45.
Yeah, that is a very correct answer. That now you are taking a rational aspect, which means you are going quantitative. right? Okay, you are defining by age. What about some people who are maybe aged at, do you know a lot of sports cars which are meant for younger generation are actually bought by baby boomers? Why? Because they're young at heart.
Like me.
A lot of theoretically and in terms of data, a lot of things are there, but this is also something I've seen in my professional life as well. There's something outside the boundary. A lot of people who do not belong to that age bracket, but still they can be considered as target market. Because fashion consumer, young by age, young at heart, even though the real age is maybe 60. Because a lot of brandings, a lot of colors in fashion, and other things, right? Stop me anytime if you feel. Huh?
That's alright. Don't worry.
Stop me anytime if you feel like. If you don't agree with anything, just tell me. Again. A lot of fashion styles, colors are picked by age people, especially in denim. Skinny things are meant for younger generation. A lot of age people they are picking that thing as well. Now, emotionally young is liking the spirit of youthfulness. Doesn't matter what the real age is. Practically young is young by age. What you say. And this has some links with creative advertising practices. This is I'm going to share. Not a direct obvious thing, but a subtle one. Sharing it with you just to introduce new concepts. So this is from advertising. There are two concepts in advertising in brand building. One is called USP. The other is called USP. Anyone heard about these things before? Technical terms. USP means unique selling proposition. ESP means emotional selling proposition. They are very useful, and whether you know or not, you are in a way or other you are related to it. When you buy a bottle of Coca-Cola, you are told by the marketers open happiness. What happiness has to do with cola? Is it a tangible thing or is it an intangible thing? It's an emotional thing. When you buy Nike, just do it. Just do it is an emotional attachment. They are trying to make with you. Now, USP are the features of the brand that are mostly tangible, like durability. The materials used for clothing, specifically as relevant to this picture, can be kind of fabric, physical structure, and as such. In other words, it is what the physical product stands for. On the other hand, USP is the features of the brand that are mostly intangible, like emotional aspects. Like Dove, Angela mentioned this example, makes you feel good emotionally. Like Just Do It, Coca-Cola, open happiness. In other words, these are the dreams that brands communicate with the consumers at an emotional level, trying to make an emotional touch. One example, these ads actually our agency we did these ads before. So look at this Volvo ad. It's a functional ad because it's based on tangible features of the brand. It doesn't make any noise or vibration. And for this car, so it's selling a tangible, unique selling proposition, not an emotional attachment. Look at this same ad, Volvo. There's some subtle emotional appeal. It doesn't say anything specific. It gives you a feel, smooth life or like drive smooth, whatever, because of various meanings. Not specifically telling anything tangible, any tangible feature, but referring to some intangible comfort or otherwise. Now, a young male fashion consumer broadly roams around the emotional appeal of youthfulness in fashion, and in most cases they are young at age. Few older age people also share the same emotional values, but they are not significant enough in number. That's why for this research, specifically for this research, marketers surveyed consider only the young at age consumer as young fashion consumers for this research. So you are correct. For this research, we are only considering young at age who share emotional usefulness of young. Even though I share the concept of USP and ESP here, just for your broader understanding, just to share few key aspects of the research. Now that we have a holistic idea on the young fashion consumers, let's understand them in details. Let us see how they are similar and how they are different in all these three markets, UK, Bangladesh, Australia. Let us see how marketing, modeling, and related aspects differ for young consumers. let us understand what is metrosexual, what is homosexual males. And let us see how media is playing such a vital role. I repeat, such a vital role to establish idealized body image for young future consumers. Hello. What is young? What is beautiful? Who is teaching us? Who is teaching our next generation these things? Media is teaching. How they are doing it. Once again, please stop me when needed and ask questions. Any questions so far? No. My surveys and market visits in the UK market reveal some interesting findings in this figure. Nowadays, many fashion companies, specifically based in London and Manchester, they have a new department called Inside Department. And this department continuously tries to understand the insights of the consumers, including young fashion consumers. In my view, this is an amazing development because this is the way to track the changes, to inside new customer society, to involve the consumers at a better emotional level. There should be such inside department. I think big technology companies also have got similar department, think tanks and things like that, to deal with social changes and things like that. And here are some specific young male consumer related insights. And as Angela told me, she told me that you are doing some assignment kind of thing. Yeah. Each and every of these from now onwards are individual research findings, and you can extend any of these if you want. It was found that young male fashion consumers are quite active searchers in media consumers. So, PR in men's magazine tend to have a lot of text underneath to explain what the product is and its features. On the other hand, as the research found, young women consumer groups, for them, there are less technical guidance. For young men's group, it appears that they need to see details of the clothing items, the fabric, the buttons, the stitches, and everything. Whereas for women consumer group, it can be done in a subtle manner, focusing less on technical details and more on the stylish components. Yeah. Young males are me too. They are like Khandker Tarek. This specific term was used by quite a few fashion experts in England. They see a clothing item, they can ask for the same item. They are like, I want that too. On the other hand, women are much more individual. A female consumer does not want anybody else to put on the same style as her one.
Very true.
Yeah, these are like researching insights right now.
Very true. Yeah.
This actually surprised me. I thought the other way around. Now it was revealed that internet shopping is a lot more effective for my consumers. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I had the same expression. I said, what? He said, what? While for the female consumer groups, they need to be physically present at the shop when it comes to fashion items.
True. I want to touch it. Yeah.
So it's like
Only if it's
my
camera.
expression was exactly like that. What is this? But actually for fashion specifically, I have covered this thing in details later. So for online shopping and delivery, young male fashion consumers do grand opening of the box when it arrives and there is a grand trial. there is. On the other hand, young female consumers also do the same, but in many cases, if they do not like it any longer, they return
Yes,
back.
very true.
And the rate of return, I talked to like HCUK.
I just did it yesterday.
Some other brands also, I talked to the digital department. The rate of return is higher for females than men. Agriculture. From a purely promotional point of view, for young male consumers, the fashion culture shares the fashion advertising. It is not the other way around. Okay, this is something that relates with cultural studies as well. Generally speaking, for many other brands, the advertising culture sometimes influences the consumption culture. Like for Coca-Cola tells you, you need to have a Coca-Cola with burger. Maybe you never follow it, but it's the advertising culture that changed your culture. But it was revealed that for fashion, it comes from the broader culture. That was shapes the advertising fashion infrastructure. So here also I tried to develop a waterfall model. The broader cultural trends, this came from questioning like, okay, so there's a culture. Now, the fashion designers I talk to, I ask them, where from do you get ideas from? How do you know what is new, what is old? And how do you introduce something new to the market? And how do you know which items are going to be, fashion parade and catwalk and which are not? So slowly getting on this. So the broad culture, cultural trends, values, beliefs, social happenings, creative surroundings, environmental matters, social changes, everything. That inspires the fashion designers, fashion makers, fashion manufacturers, fashion directors, fashion promotions to get inspiration and from the above and reflect those in their actual product offerings. That is how things are changing, new things are being introduced. So, and that then goes to media, fashion promotion. Mostly we are media, traditional and digital. The thematic promotional ad campaigns for fashion products look for creative advertising themes from the above. Otherwise, we won't see, won't be able to make the emotional connection with the consumers. The fashion culture that spreads on this to further development and fusion. And I believe when it comes to the media, then media is it's like a lot broader thing. So in media, a lot of fusion happens, and a lot of elements for change again goes with the broader culture to this media, and especially in today's era because it's a global media now. So people sitting in India, you can see something happening in New York fashion show, and that comes back to Indian mainstream media. From there, it goes from other place. So there's a cycle going on, I believe. So this is also just I'm trying to develop a model. So please share your views. Any comment about this model? I'm happy to share. I believe in formulating things like in the model form. Okay, now young males, metrosexual friend. Yeah, so that was all about the model. It's important. I'll work on it. But now let's again go back to the business. Next one is metrosexual male. Also came into focus in the UK. Metrosexual fashion culture promoted to young males through mostly magazines and online media. It is an interesting aspect to explore further how men's grooming products are increasingly putting their ads the same way as women's products, with detailed narrations in this. And the issue is so contemporary. Time magazine have started, they actually brought this thing as the main issue of one of their publications. And see, so it's happening worldwide. Regarding the metrosexual male fashion, Australian respondent also replied the same way. Male grooming products are increasing day by day significantly. Male grooming salons are also increasing. Whereas in the developing countries, these two countries, Australia and England, developed country. In Bangladesh, what I found, the same male grooming trade is there as well, but at a slower rate. The media there is gradually picking up the promotion of the metrosexual. The culture is there. I myself have seen such kind of metrosexual male parlors and saloons or things like that. Regarding the metrosexual male fashion, in developing countries like Bangladesh, generating the fashion trends are adopted from developed countries. So it will take some time for the developed countries to adapt things fully. The developing countries cannot. Next thing that came into focus was the youth culture in fashion. The respondents in the UK specifically mentioned that the digital savvy youth culture helps to spread the fashion culture. In Australia, one more thing was found that because actually level is like cultural factor. The youth culture is reflected in many art and culture aspects influence the fashion products, in addition to the digital revolution. In Bangladesh, fashion experts mentioned that the younger generation there are helping to break the prevailing conservative aspect of the society, and that's newer dimension in fashion culture is being added. To my point of view, there are significant differences here. Like England, I found mostly they're talking about digital first, digital first. Everybody is talking about digital. I went to some agencies, advertising agencies in England. No traditional media, nothing. Everything digital. They're working in Paris, they're working in New York, they're working in London at the same time, all network, all working on fashion blogs, working on websites, search engine optimization, and things like that. Whereas in Australia, there's some focus on the creative aspect other than on technical aspect, art and culture aspect, and things like that, which is something good I like. And in Bangladesh, none of these are there. They are more into like progressing the society because these societies, UK, Australia, they are already in progress. For Bangladesh case, they are seeing the younger generation of fashion as they are helping the society to break from the conservative aspect of it. It's becoming more like free, open expression, things like this. So there are differences, quite interesting differences. Seemingly it looks like okay, on the same thing, right? Now, growth of expectation. The growth of young male fashion population in the UK, Australia, Bangladesh, all three places, it was found that the growth of the male fashion consumers are increasing. So, like young male fashion consumers are increasingly having higher expectation out of the market. They want more after service and care. They want more attractive events under the fashion brands, more concerts, more games, more things, more interesting activity, more celebrations. So their expectations are increasing day by day. Narrow casting, this is very interesting and important. Reaching the young male fashion consumers through advertising channels. How the fashion marketers are reaching the young male fashion consumers in all these three countries? The answer was varied. One common answer was all the fashion marketers from Australia, UK, Bangladesh attempted to narrowcast their ad campaigns by targeting the male young men. This was not the situation even 10 years ago. Mainstream media was there. Now, like narrowcasting is possible because digital media is there. There are a lot more fashion magazines, a lot more. Everything is becoming very niche. So this narrowcasting was done in all three countries by carefully choosing media that aims specifically at the young male segment, both in traditional media like magazines and traditional media, and in digital media like archives or whatever, and digital channels. Customizing media content specifically for young men, tagging fashion with events like concerts, games, and things like that that young male consumers prefer and like. This is also interesting. Specifically in the UK, a little differentiated views were found. Young male consumers are picking up unisex fashion items.
Oh, my cousin.
Really?
In the UK,
Yeah, same thing. And
He
in
actually
London
goes to the women's shop to buy stuff.
yeah, exactly. And specifically they gave example of scarf and they showed you some scarves as well they are making. Sandals, fashion ornaments that are owned both by the male and the female consumers. You can differentiate actually. This emerging trend was mostly in the metropolitan London and Manchester. This needs to be explored further and some responses from Australia mentioned it too, but no responses from Bangladesh mentioned. So actually these trends start taking place in some part of the world and then gradually follows to other places. And the reverse thing also happens. Some few things happen in Asian countries, then they gradually move to like fusion tendencies. Digital first. Fashion marketers from UK, Australia both agree that when it comes to targeting the young males, it is always digital first. By this, they refer to the simple fact that today's younger male generation is totally digital. In case of Bangladesh, no comment like this was found. It refers to the fact that the digital trend is much more elaborated in the UK and Australia than the countries like Bangladesh. This is very interesting because digital media actually is doing a lot of tricks and helping the companies to grow very fast. Body image, yeah, very interesting point. Respondents from all three countries agree that while promoting fashion culture in the media, only established definitions of beauty and handsomeness were rating in the country, using skin models, using idealized body image, standard physical features. Some fashion marketers told that they sometimes feel bad. Specifically, they told me, yes, it's like unofficially they told me they feel bad for the negative consequences of it in the society, specifically by choosing models. Because I feel bad why I'm doing it, only showing like standard thing, but I got told to do this by my client, so I have no choice. So this is something, yes, I got told to do this by my boss, I'm sorry. I feel bad. I know that this is representing something else, especially for women. Not everybody needs to be of that physical structure, but media keeps on showing this is beauty, this is beauty, this is beauty, so people believe this is beauty. Actually, that's not the case, but they feel that. And young men, females dying for thinner body shapes. There are a lot of negative consequences in the societies around the world. And a lot of youngsters are getting slimming pills that have negative health effects. Serious negative health effects. The government is also worried. But actually, this is what media is doing, and nobody knows why it's happening. So I asked, why you are doing it? So I got told to do it. Why you are doing it? My research tells me to do. So everybody is like passing the food. But everybody feels this is not good. And the moral issue showing such idea that body image features demoralizes young men and females who are of average size or who are comparatively of physical structure. We all agree that this needs to be changed. Media should show models of all physical features and races so that no discrimination is made. I've covered these things on the next slide. Respondents from UK and Australia in this regard mentioned that the emerging trend of metrosexual men is contributing to establish a standard definition of physical structure, same like women, what happened in the woman in the past. Nowadays, for the male also, this metrosexual trend, they are setting a standard. Now, male generation, they also look at the mirror and they say, no, I want to be like that, I want to be like that. So, young males are increasingly becoming more conscious about the physical shapes, which was not there even 10 years ago. Respondents from all the three countries agree that promoting fashion to young men is based on sporty and active lifestyle, which is the healthy practice. And respondent from Bangladesh, I think it's because of the Southeast Asian humor culture, also added that fashion as targeted at young males are also filled with fun and humor. Indian ads are very much humorous, so which is quite entertaining. So this is a cultural thing. But from research perspective, there is a difference, so which I can elaborate about. You guys can also elaborate. Fashion pricing. Interesting insights were found when the respondents referred to the pricing aspect of fashion products by young men. Respondents from all three countries agree that young male consumers sometimes show mysterious purchase pattern when it comes to price. They want stylish, good quality, at the same time they want value for money. Probably because they are young adults, like they are still not that way off. Whatever is the reason, to explore. In case of other consumer groups such as young females or baby boomers, consumers either look for stylish quality items or they look for value for money, but not generally both at the same time. This is something still at research phase, so I'll definitely try to explore more what happens. Young male buying versus shopping. Another interesting finding. Young male fashion consumers go for buying instead of shopping, and the difference between buying and shopping was explained quite elaborately to me by being London-based fashion expert. Young male fashion consumers specifically know what item, whatever it is, a trouser, shirt, trouser, jacket, they want, and they get inside the store and buy spending less time. On the other hand, young female fashion consumers have a broad idea on what they want, and they need to go around inside the shop and do their shopping.
5 minutes versus 15 minutes.
And true for all three countries. So it's like the same thing. Men are from Mars, from Venus side as well. So it didn't vary. In all three countries, they told me the same thing. Bangladesh, England, Australia, same trend. So it's also interesting. Ready to wear, this is another segment. Ready to wear, low cost, this is very important. Low cost fashion culture was also mentioned by most respondents across all three countries. All these fashion marketers have noticed that a segment of very important, not all, the young male consumers always prefer ready to wear low cost items. This group just looks at the price range and not at the style at all. So they believe the marketer's point of view, most of these consumers buy such items for casual use or as one uniform, where style is not important or the value for money is important. Attributes. So when asked to specifically mention some of the key features to narrate the young male consumer groups from all three countries, the list came as young males have increased urban trends, dynamic sense of style, increased sense of belongingness in peer groups, influenced by celebrity, and interpersonal approach to fashion shopping, following what others in the peer groups are buying, tracking who is appreciated for this. Fashion heritage. Interestingly, in all three markets, it was revealed that the young male fashion consumers are comparatively less affectionate about the fashion heritage of society. The elder society member will love to stick to the existing norms and values, but younger generation now go for it, whatever it is. I like it, I do it. From it's coming, which culture, which society. No, that's true. That's what the young, and I think that's quite it's fine. That's the nature of youthfulness. This refers to the fact that they are more open to try new styles, especially the cross-cultural experimental dresses as Angela is doing today. And in Bangladesh, fashion marketers do fusion, which is merging of Bangladeshi fashion with Western fashion, for example, to partly defend local aid. So this is also finding. Multiculturalism, another interesting finding in terms of targeting young consumers in media. For model use, it's interesting. Only in the UK market, only in the UK market it was revealed that a balanced representation of all races and ethnic backgrounds was present. Balance of Asian, European, Indian, Chinese, African models. Neither in the Australian nor in the Bangladesh fashion market such diversified representation of visual prints of various ethnic groups were there. This is due to the fact that UK is probably much more multicultural than Australia and Bangladesh when it comes to fashion. And the second thing, this I know for sure, in UK migration and settlement of people from different parts of the world are taking place for over a century. Compared to that, in Australia and in Bangladesh, the migration trend is pretty new. But I believe in the future in Australia also this multicultural trend will be there in terms of modern representation. Sponosexual. There is something that came up in the interview process in the UK fashion market. In addition to metrosexual male consumers, there is another emerging trend. Well, laughing.
Because I showed them some selfie photos in the survey.
Really? Which is sponosexual. No, this is these fashion experts. They not only told me, they told me go and read this thing. So when I read, then I saw, oh my god, this already exists. I mean, it's nothing that I heard from them and I did it. So one respondent referred me to a UK-based magazine in this regard, a recent one, and the cover page read like this: metrosexuality is a thing of the past. Oh my god, we are thinking it's new, but they are saying it's a thing of the past. Selfie taking gym buffs have earned themselves a new level, which is homosexual.
Oh my god.
They are modern day men who are even more careful. Careful and conscious about their physical appearance than the metrosexual men.
Wow. The six-pack muscles, like wow.
And the respondents from the UK mentioned that it is still a new trend and further analysis is needed in this regard. This can be an interesting research idea. Anyway, you can carry it forward in Australia if you want to explore. Even search Google or any academic journal archive for this term. Fashion bloggers, very important. The emerging issue of fashion bloggers came up pretty repeatedly in the survey. Most respondents from the UK and Australia mentioned that young fashion consumers are highly influenced by fashion blogs. Example were mentioned that in UK fashion shows, also in US fashion shows nowadays, there are reserved seats for fashion bloggers in the main fashion parade and in the catwalks. They invite specifically fashion bloggers and they reserve the seats there. But in Bangladesh and other developing countries, they didn't mention anything about that, which means this digital trend is still new to those countries and maybe they will adopt to these things in the near future. Dual values, very contemporary. Respondents from the UK and the Australian markets referred to another new aspect in regards to the fashion promotion culture and the young minds. They mentioned that due to the multicultural aspect of the societies, in the coming days, the young male and female consumer groups of fashion or whatever will have dual socio-cultural values. Why? By this, they refer to refer that all these growing younger generation fashion consumers will have their home country cultural elements, as well as their migrated country cultural experience. Or it can be the other way around. I've seen in South Africa that many English people, British people, they migrated to South Africa because easy living and things like that. So for them also, they live in dual values. They have South African values, although they are British by born, and they have got English values. So, for example, for a typical migrated family in the UK, I have seen for myself, their next generations will have their own traditional festival cultural dresses as well as fully Western dresses. This is also a very interesting finding for multicultural countries like America, like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, England, and a lot of other countries. And Asian countries are also multicultural. So, next generation they will have dual values. They will have their own country values and the migrated country values. So, you may be their home country one, home country two, or if they want to say I belong to both countries' values. Young men's social responsibilities from the marketer's point of view. So, in regards to social responsibilities of fashion marketers, targeted at young fashion consumers who are very sensitive. Few aspects emerged. Here the Australian respondents replied they informally obey by a notion that they will not use underwear models just to establish a beauty feature. Especially when targeting young men and female consumers because they easily become influenced by what they see. Respondents from the UK referred to the fact that young male consumers sometimes are moved by ads that are irreverent and to some extent antisocial, like showing too much non-conformity, disrespect for traditional values. I remember like Levi's sometimes gives some ads, Calvin Klein gives some ads. So many fashion marketers nowadays willingly employ some ads as a form of social responsibility. However, in Bangladesh, by Bangladesh I mean the developing country, and by Australia in United States of Greater. So in Bangladesh, respondents mentioned that they sometimes consider it as their social responsibility to deliver fashion items in line with native culture to the young generation, so that these cultures are not lost. They mentioned that they are open to overseas fashion culture, yet they love to retain their own fashion culture. So you see how different countries differentiate their responsibilities, you know. For different places, developed countries they see it one way, developing countries they are more into retaining their culture. But these multicultural countries, it's like a unified culture, so there's nothing to retain about culture, it's something about other responsibilities, beauty standards, modern communication. Future trends, yeah, this is the last set of questions that we have to ask in the survey. So when asked how the fashion marketers see the fashion industry in the next near future. By near future, we meant like 5 years. That included the fashion market for the young male consumers as well. The value views explored. Some respondents from UK mentioned that in the future, fashion brands will have more strong emotional connection with the young male and female consumers. This reestablishes what we started, the emotional ESP feature. So brands will have more emotional connection. Australia, they mentioned the same thing, but also expressed digital media will be the key link. And from Bangladesh, it was mentioned that there will be fusion of fashion. There is more cross-cultural fashion items for the younger fashion consumers, which was true. From all three markets, they agreed that the younger generation will have more increased purchasing power for fashion items. This is also true. From economic analysis, also saying the same thing. Other futuristic views like there will be fair trade, people believe. It's true because nowadays we get a lot of products under fair trade. Young male consumers will be more environmentally conscious. It's true that emerging new generation, you guys are much more conscious than our generation, I'm sure. Racial discrimination in fashion will be erased, which is true because new generations are coming up now. Migrated families, they are having the next generations who are born brought up in this country, so they will be active part of the society. So probably. More or less, any question, comments, and you want to get in touch regarding this, you can get in touch with us.